We're putting one of these on now because it's Arizona, it's going to be hot, and we need a little ventilation in there. I can install this on the top of the bus. I do not believe it'll get in the way when we do the roof race. We're gonna do an unboxing. Some of you may be wondering about what exhaust fan to purchase. I did a lot of research and I like this one because, so I got one with the remote because it's automatic and I could probably reach up and stand up and adjust it, but Michelle might not be able to. So,
what are you saying?
Little vertical challenge there. We've got instructions. We've got the remote. We've got screws and electrical connectors. We've got cardboard. And we got a fan.
Ooh, ah.
Cardboard and cardboard. So real quick, this is the model 7500K. It's the best one that MaxxAire has. It's 10-speed, it's electric of course. It has controls at the ceiling. It also has a thermostat. It has intake and exhaust, and one of the reasons I like this one is because you can have it closed but still run the fan. So when we're getting the Arizona monsoon rainstorm, we can still have some ventilation. It does have a remote control, which I showed you already. You can get the clear or the white or the smoke cover. I was gonna get the white, but they weren't available, so I got the smoke. And that's basically it. Here's the on-ceiling controls and the remote control. Let's install this thing. Oh hey, we're gonna install a MaxxAire Fan Deluxe with the smoke cover and the remote and all that stuff. We've got to take this hatch off first. Let's do it. Don't worry about the banging. I want to remove this hatch completely, but I want to remove the door before I remove the ring. This is the door mechanism, so I could either remove this or just remove this bolt, get this part off. That's what I'm going to do. All right, the emergency exit door has exited. Let's continue. Hold on. Just figured out an issue. It's a 25-inch opening. MaxxAire Fan's designed for 14-inch opening. Interesting.
Two weeks later.
Skoolie.com. I ordered a bracket or a piece of metal to account for the big space of my escape hatch needing to be 14.5 inches for my MaxxAire fan. And I ordered this piece of metal, which, well, a little bit expensive, is precisely what I need to fill in that gap. So that's what we're gonna work on today. All right, where we last left off is we have this big opening in the roof, and I need to clear off all of the muck, the original ceiling, and I need to seal the big ring in here. So let's take a look. This is where we're at. Gotta clean up all this stuff. So let's get to it. Okay, that's the bulk of it. All right, what we're gonna try here first is the grinder with the flapper wheel. This flapper wheel is ground down quite a bit from doing some metal work, but let's see. Pretty good. But melted and spread out goo seems like a good surface. Might be the best sealing surface ever created. Surface is ready for something. Now you're probably wondering how am I going to get this piece of metal to fit here when I've got this ladder up? Oh, I'm wondering the same thing. So what are we looking at? Width goes. Width looks fine. What are we looking at as far as length goes? Length looks fine. So when I clamp this piece of metal on here, there's going to be curvature. The base of the fan does not have curvature. I've seen people do a lot of different methods. Some people will build a frame that is square, flat, and then mount the MaxxAire fan to that. I've seen people build up a bunch of layers of butyl tape, the thick, gooey sealant tape stuff, and until it fills the gap. And really the gap is going to be on the sides because this is the high point and it will make contact. But what method should I use? What do I want to do? How do I want to do it? I'm thinking. This is the first time I've been on top of my bus. Interesting. I don't like heights. It's not that high, but I don't like it. Oh, I should probably paint this first. Yeah, should probably do that. All right, I'm gonna take this off and paint it. Oh, hi. All right, so I've got a battle plan. I put the spacer up here in the opening, and I've measured from, I believe this bracket and this bracket are the same distance. The center of those two brackets should be the center of the bus. So what I did is I measured from here to here and here to here, and it is exactly the same. As far as being forward and backward a little bit, I don't care, it looks close enough. I'm gonna seal the plate directly to the bus with the curvature, and then I will worry about mounting the MaxxAire Fan. But first of all, this is just raw metal, so I'm gonna pull this out right now. I'll recenter it when I'm done, but I'm gonna pull this out right now and take it out and paint it properly. We're gonna use a Rust-Oleum automotive primer. I've got the surface cleaned off. I've been shaking the can forever. It's plenty shook. Now I'm just gonna paint this puppy. Paint's expensive, but rust would be more expensive. So that's the bottom side of the plate, and I've got one coat on it. I'm gonna let that dry for a few minutes, and then I will do the top side, and I'll probably do a coat on that and then let it dry for a bit and then do another coat. Probably overkill with the primer, but I don't plan on putting another coat of paint on it for a while. That will go with the whole outdoor paint job, but this is just to protect the metal. All right, let's go, let's get that other side. Let's let that dry, then we'll do another coat. So here's a 40-foot shipping container we just got. There's our temporary place for storage. There's where we live. If any of you are like regular followers of the channel, you've noticed that our posting of videos has been a little bit sporadic. One reason for that lately is that my father, who is 84 years old, he had a little bit of an adventure going. He was outside at midnight trying to combat a swarm of bees on his property. And he fell and broke his shoulder and his hip on the same side. So we had to take care of him, and he's still in the process of that recovery. So that kind of interrupted video making. And I've decided that instead of worrying about getting all of the content together to make a well-structured single topic video, what I'm gonna do is just put together what I've been doing each week, the little things that I've been doing, and put that together to just kind of show progress of the project. At a later time, I'll be able to group all that footage together and re-edit and make videos to where somebody, like a video library where somebody can go and search and say, okay, MaxxAire Fan install, or roof raise, or floor demo, or that kind of thing. I've kind of done some of that organization already, but in order for YouTube channels to be popular and to gain an audience and to make the YouTube algorithm happy, you have to post regularly. And because I've been trying to make them subject oriented each video, it's been making that a little bit difficult. So I think going forward, I'm just going to slap videos up. That way you can all follow along with the hodgepodge of little things that I'm able to get done here and there. And then we'll make them all make sense and make a library of specific topics later. Today, what I did was I got the spacer to go on the roof to fill up the hole so I can put the MaxxAire Fan where an exit hatch was. I got the spacer painted. I got it up there. I discovered that I need some additional tools, some Clecos to hold that together. And I'm gonna need those anyway when we do the roof raise and when we skin the bus. So I'm gonna go ahead and order those, and that project will hold for a while. But I'm gonna post a video today. It'll have some stuff that I've done that I haven't shown yet, and it'll just have a hodgepodge. Please give your comments below if you think that's stupid, or if you think I'm stupid, and wish my father well, and let us know what you think about this project so far. Any comment, whether it's negative or positive, helps, and I'll respond to every comment. Appreciate you guys, and come back next week, hopefully next week. And I do have that part 3 of the wire deletion coming up. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show you that I got, and that is wheel covers. You got these big boys, 4 of them, to cover the front, side, so on and so forth. Just to preserve my wheels, my tires as good as I can while this thing is sitting out here in this baking Arizona sun. Peace!